We are honored to invite Dr. Pramod Sawant, the Chief Minister of Goa, to share his vision and insights at this event. As a leader dedicated to the progress of Goa, Dr. Sawant has been instrumental in shaping the state's growth strategy. Notably a qualified Ayurvedic practitioner, he brings in this unique perspective of holistic wellness and well-being to this OSHA conclave here, making him the ideal chief guest today. His expertise, passion for sustainable development make him an inspiration for many. We welcome him and look forward to the address to learn and improve further, Dr. Sir.
Thank you for the OHSSAI Global Conclave 2026. Along with me, Sri Avdesh Malviyaji, Sanjeev Daina, Anand Pangam, Sri Dr. Shyam Sundar Sonavni, Sri Sanjay, Dr. Sunil, Arun, Sarkar, and the distinguished dignitaries among the audience, the leaders from industry and academia, the representative of the ONGC and partner organizations, member of the OHSSAI Foundation, delegate across the India and the world, the students and young professionals, my brothers and sisters. नमस्कार, आप सभी को फिर एक बार गोवा में आपका बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है. It is a matter of great pleasure to me to join you today at this OHSSAI Global Conclave 2026 here in Goa. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to OHSSAI Foundation. It is the founder chairman, Mr. Avdesh, and his entire organization team to bringing together the global expertise in the occupational health, safety, security, environment, sustainability, ESG on one platform. This conclave is significant not only because of its international participation, but because of its subject to address. It is occupational safety, health, and is no longer specialized in industrial concern. It is now the central pillar of the national development. The country can be expand the infrastructure, increasing productions, and achieve the high economic growth. But unless it is the peoples are safe, healthy, and protected, and development remains the incomplete. In recent years, the India has clearly recognized its relationship, and we now understand that the economic growth and safety cultures are not separate ideas; they are independent. A developed India cannot be the one where the workers risk their lives every day to build its roads, factories, ports, and infrastructure. Therefore, safety must not be treated as a compliance requirement, it must be treated as a national responsibility. The Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he has articulated the clear national vision, the Vikasit Bharat 2047. This vision is not limited to the economic expansion. It speaks about the human-centric development. When we talk about the developed nation, we speak about the quality of life, dignity of labor, access to healthcare, and protection to the workforce. The safety of our citizens, especially our working population, is therefore at the core of this vision. For decades, India's labor framework has fragmented across the multiple legislation, the often resulting its complexity of the industries, while still leaving the many workers outside the formal protections. The consolidations of these laws into the modern codes, particularly to the Occupational Safety, Health and Working Condition Code, and the Code of the Social Security, directly addresses the very concern that this conclave focuses upon: the workplace safety, industrial hygiene, health security, and dignity of labor. These reforms align closely with the mission of the organizations such as OHSSAI, and because they move the policy thinking from the post-incident, the compensation, to prevent the protection. By standardizing the safety norms across the sector, mandating the health and working conditions safeguard, and expanding the social security coverage to contact GIs and migrant workers, the Labour Code encourage the industries to the institutionalized safety management system rather than treat them as optional compliances. In this direction, the Government of India has undertaken the major structural reform. The Occupational Safety, Health and Working Condition Code has modernized the labor regularization and strengthened the protection for workers. The e-Shrama portal formally recognized the millions of the recognized workers and who were earlier outside the welfare system. Through the Ayushman Bharat, the largest public healthcare program in the world, health protection has been extended to the most of the vulnerable families. These initiatives collectively shift the policy thinking from the compensation after injury to prevention before harm. Similarly, the skill development initiatives such as the Skill India, the Pradhan Mantri Kaushalya Vikas Yojana and the National Apprenticeship Promotion Schemes are preparing our youth for the modern industry. However, the skill alone are not sufficient. The skilled worker must also be the safe worker. The training the workforce without inculcating the safe awareness, creating a risk both for the individual and for the economy. Therefore, the workplace safety must be integrated into the skill development itself. The Union government has also placed the strong emphasis on the sustainable growth. The recent budgetary priorities, the green hydrogen, renewable energy expansion, circular economy, and responsibly manufacturing demonstration that economic growth in India will increasingly be environmental responsible. Today, the global investors evaluates the environmental, social, and governance standard before investing. This means the safety, worker welfare, and the environmental protections are no longer ethical consideration alone, they are the economic requirements. ESG compliances is becoming the India's passport to the global markets. At the state level, the Goa shares the same philosophy. Through the geographical sprawl, the Goa has always focused on high human development and balanced growth. Our development strategy is to combine infrastructure expansion with quality of life. The projects such as the Manohar International Airport at Mopa, the Zuari Bridge, the improved highway connectivity and port-linked development are creating the new economic opportunities. We are looking to the position Goa as not only as a tourism destination, but also as the logistic hub and knowledge-based service economy and medical and wellness tourism center. However, infrastructure growth brings the responsibility. As the industrial and logistic activity increases, safety standards must rise simultaneously. Our goal is not merely attract the industry. Our goal is to ensure responsible industry. Through the training, skill programs, and collaboration between the government, academia, and industry, we are encouraging the culture where the productivity and production go together. We are also strengthening the healthcare access and preventive healthcare awareness. Super specialty healthcare facilities, insurance coverage expansion, and wellness initiatives are the part of our broader understanding that the health workforce drives the healthy economy. In Goa, the environmental conservation remains equally important. The protecting our coastline, promoting the sustainable tourism, and encouraging the green practices are essential to our long-term development. In this context, the work of OHSSAI becomes extremely relevant. The world is entering into the era of Industry 4.0, where the artificial intelligence, automations, sensor and digital monitoring will transform the workplace. The technology can increasing the productivity, but without safety design, it can also be increasing risk. Therefore, the safety must evolve from the reactive investigations to predictive preventions. Using the data analytics, the smart monitoring, behavioral awareness, and industrial hygiene, the accident can be prevented rather than analyzed afterwards. I appreciate the OHSSAI for promoting the concept that safety professionals are the protectors of life. Their efforts to connect the industry leaders regulators, academia, and the young students are particularly the valuables. A safety culture cannot be enforced only by the regulations. It must be accepted as a value. And the values must be taught early in the school, colleges, and in training institutions. I would also like to address the industry leaders present here. The leadership commitment is in the foundation of the workplace safety. When the management treats the safety as a priority, the entire organization follows. When the safety becomes the part of the business strategy rather than the departmental function, the productivity improves, the work morale improves, and long-term growth becomes the sustainable. To the young professionals and the students attending this conclave, I want to say, you are entering the rapidly changing industrial world. You will be with the advanced machines, automations, and new technologies. But remember, the technology does not replace the responsibility. Safety awareness, discipline, and respect for the future human life are the real indicators of professionalism. The Government of Goa remains committed to supporting these initiatives that promotes the occupational safety, the work welfare, and sustainable industries. We welcome the collaborations with the OHSSAI and the other institutions to build awareness, assist MSME in adopting the safety standards, and strengthen the environment responsibility across the sector. Let us therefore adopt the simple but powerful principle. Made in India must also mean safely made in India. A truly developed nation is one where growth does not come at the cost of human life. It is one where the workforce returns home safely every day, families feel secure, and industries grows responsible. I congratulate the OHSSAI Foundation for organizing the important global conclave. I am confident that discussions and deliberations here will produce meaningful solutions, partnerships, and policy ideas. Let us collectively work towards the future where developed safely, healthy, and sustainable move together. That is in Surakshit Bharat, Swasth Bharat, and Vikasit Bharat 2047. Once again, I am welcoming all of you to the state of Goa for these OHSSAI conclaves. Dev Bare Guru.